Thank you for joining us this evening at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park. Today, the Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals in the first matchup of the Valley Baseball League. The Harrisonburg Turks, your reigning Valley Baseball League champs in 2023, taking on the Waynesboro Generals. Your lineup tonight, leading off, number 6 for the Turks, Jacob Green. Second, number 10, Cam Harris. Third in the lineup, Christopher Katz. Fourth, Mike Rinaldi. Fifth in the lineup, number 27, Spencer Butt. Sixth, number 34, Ethan Murdoch. Seventh, number 19, Jackson Harris. Eighth in the lineup, number 7, David Bell. Ninth in the lineup, number 13, Brett Waringer. And your pitcher tonight, Robert Kelly. For the Waynesboro Generals, leading off, number 2, Cesar Murillo. Second in the lineup, number 9, Aiden Miller. Third, number 36, Elijah Borjas. Fourth, Christian Castaneda. Fifth in the lineup, number 20, Christian Oveka. Sixth, number 21, Jacob Payne. Seventh, number 3, Bentley. Eighth in the lineup, number 26, Jason Weiler. And last, Zion Barnett. Stepping up to the plate here for the Generals, number 2, Cesar Murillo. Here comes the first. Strike one. No swing. Strike 2 for Kelly. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Murillo is out for the first out of tonight's ball game. Now stepping up to the plate for the Generals, number 9, Aiden Miller. Once again, pitching for the Turks, Robert Kelly, recently named the River States Conference Pitcher of the Year. First pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Swing and a pop up to the infield. The throw to first, and he's out for the second out of the inning. Great team play there, and a great throw by number 13, Brett Waringer. Now stepping up to the plate for the Waynesboro Generals, number 36, Elijah Borjas. Kelly settling in. Here comes the pitch. No swing, ball 1. Right down the middle, strike 1. Count is now 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Borjas with a deep ball out to right, fielder under it, and that is out number 3 as we go to the bottom of the first inning. And a stellar catch by outfielder If you're just now joining us, thank you. The Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals in the first matchup of the Valley Baseball League. Score is currently 0-0 as we enter the bottom of the first. A beautiful sunny night here in Harrisonburg, Virginia. The Harrisonburg Turks at home at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park. Your pitcher for the Generals, warming up, number 16, Giovanni Arzaga. Warming up for the Harrisonburg Turks, number 6, Jacob Green. As said before, the Harrisonburg Turks, your 2023 Valley Baseball League champions, taking on the Waynesboro Generals, a team that struggled last year, but with a new season, anything can happen. Last season, the Harrisonburg Turks going 12-10 at home, including a notable 4-game winning streak on their home field. Turks are coached by Bob Weiss in his 21st season as head coach. Under his leadership, over 165 players signing professional contracts. Now leading off for the Harrisonburg Turks, number 6, Jacob Green. Arzaga winding up. And the first pitch is ball 1. Green settling in. And a pop up to the infield. The throw to first. And he's safe. Green leading it off with a single for the Turks. Now stepping into the batter box, number 10, Cameron Harris. And that will be strike 1 for Harris. Arzaga eyeing down the runner. Here comes the pitch. Green is going. And he'll be safe at second. Another stolen base for Jacob Green. Count is now 0-2, no outs, as we start off the bottom of the first. And it looks like the catcher's going to go out and talk to Arzaga here. Behind the plate, number 26, Jason Willers. Willers now returning to home plate. Harris setting back into the batter's box here. Kind of still 0-2, no outs. Green leading off. A wild pitch. Green's going for third, and he will get there with time to spare. Green doing an excellent job to gain some bases here. Is now in scoring position. Count is now 1-2, 0 outs, the bottom of the first. Turks looking to get on the leaderboard early here. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a grounder out to the infield. The throw to first, and Green will score. An RBI for Harris, who is out at first. Turks take the lead early, 1-0. Now stepping up to bat for the Turks, number 42, Chris Katz. Arzaga with the pitch. No swing for ball one. The throw. No swing. Count is now 2-0. Arzaga, the throw. And strike one for Katz. Count is now 2-1 with 1 out. The 2-1 throw. And a high pop-up. Fielder's getting under it. And the Generals will make the catch. Now have 2 outs in the bottom of the first for the Turks. Turks up 1-0. A great catch by your right fielder, number 20, Christian Oveka. Now setting up to bat for the Turks, number 26, Mike Rinaldi. Rinaldi with a good eye for ball one. Arzaga with the throw. And a high pop up to the infield. Second baseman settling under it. And he'll make the catch for the third out of the inning. Turks score 1 off of 1 hit. Now leading 1-0 as we enter the top of the second. Generals will look to respond. Once again, thank you for joining us here at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park. The Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals in the first matchup of the Valley Baseball League. The Turks have an impressive 2023 season, ending as the 2023 Valley Baseball League champions. Turks currently awaiting several players from teams like Florida State University and Wake Forest, who are still currently competing in the NCAA playoffs. Once these teams are eliminated, the Turks will receive these players, which means the lineup will continue to fluctuate throughout the season. Now stepping up to bat for the Waynesboro Generals, number 35, Christian Castaneda. And the first pitch of the second inning is ball one. Swing and a foul ball towards the left field dugout for the Generals. Kelly looking for the pitch. The throw. And that will be ball 2 for Kelly. Count is now 2-1, no outs at the top of the second inning. And a good eye by Castaneda here. Count it now 3-1. The throw by Kelly. No swing. And Castaneda will reach base on a walk. Now stepping up to the plate. Number 20, Christian Oveka. No swing by Oveka with a 1-0 count. Castaneda leading off on first. Throw by Kelly for ball 2. If you're just now joining us, Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals here at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park. Turks scoring 1 in the bottom of the first to give them a 1-0 lead over the Generals. Now up to bat, number 20 for the Generals, Christian Oveka. No swing from Oveka for the first strike of the inning, 2-1. No swing from Oveka as the count moves to 3-1. And Oveka will be walked for the second batter in a row, walked for the Generals. Runners now on first and second as number 21, Jacob Payne, steps up to the plate for the Generals. Your catcher, number 7, David Bell, settling back home at the plate. Kelly eyeing up the runner. And the throw. Swing and a foul ball straight back for the 0-1 count. Kelly with the 0-1 throw. Inside for ball 1. Kelly eyeing up the runners. Here comes the throw. No swing for strike 2. Kelly, an impressive pitcher to watch, recently named the River State Conference Pitcher of the Year. With an ERA of 3.94 and 108 strikeouts and 80 innings pitched, Kelly is an arm to watch this summer for the Turks. Here's the 1-2 throw. No swing. Count is now 2-2. Runners on first and second. Generals looking to respond to the 1-0 lead from the Turks. No swing from Payne, and now we have a full count, no outs, at the top of the second. Swing. It looks like a foul ball here off of Payne. Looks like it may have hit his arm there. He's stepping back into the box. Appears to be okay. Once again, got a full count here. No outs for the Generals. Runners on first and second. Payne looking to make something happen here. Swing and a line drive out to right center. Looking like Castaneda's going to come home. And the game is tied at 1. Beautiful hit by number 21, Jacob Payne. Runners on first and second again, no outs, and the game is tied at 1. Now stepping up, number 7 in the lineup, number 3, Bentley Yates. Yates with the bunt. Kelly opts to throw to first. Runners on second and third. Gets the first out of the inning. Now stepping up to bat for the Generals, number 26, Jason Willers. Kelly with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Runners on second, third for the Generals. Looking for another score opportunity to take the lead. Swing and a miss, and the runners coming home, and the Generals will take the lead 2-1 in the top of the second. Error by the catcher. Count is 0-2. 1 out in the top of the second. Kelly with the pitch. No swing, ball 1. Swing directly to the shortstop. The throw to first is good. 2 outs for the Turks. And the Generals take the 3-1 lead. Now stepping into the backs, batting ninth in the order, Zion Barnett. Barnett, high ball and foul just behind the right bleachers. Count is 0-1. 2 outs here in the top of the second. No swing from Barnett. Count is 1-1. Kelly with the throw. It's going to hit Barnett for a walk. Now the third batter that Kelly has walked this inning. Barnett looked like might have been hit pretty hard there, but he appears to be fine. Generals with the 3-1 lead. Now returning to the plate, number 2 for the Generals, Cesar Murillo. And a bunt down the right field baseline is going to be foul. We're going to count to 0-1. Kelly looking to close out this inning and give the Turks a chance to respond. One runner on first as a result of a hit by pitch earlier in the inning. Pitch, runner is going. Deep ball out to right center. And a beautiful catch by the right fielder, Ethan Murdoch. And that will close out the inning for the Generals as we enter the bottom of the second. Waynesboro Generals up 3-1 to the Harrisonburg Turks here in Harrisonburg, Virginia. If you're just now joining us, thank you for joining the Harrisonburg Turks versus the Waynesboro Generals at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park.
Did Gerald say something to you about interviewing the guys from Everett's? Okay, they may be coming in here, so just heads up. Just chat with them.
Yes. Are you with Everett's? Oh, Carter. Yeah.
That's my kid.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Dad brought homemade cookies.
All right.
Thank you.
Everybody just found out on the air. There you go.
Excuse the disturbance. Welcome back to the Harrisonburg Generals versus the the Harrisonburg Turks versus the Waynesboro Generals. Score is currently 3-1 to the Generals as we enter the bottom of the second. Now up to bat for the Harrisonburg Turks, number 27, Spencer Butt. On the mound for the Generals, number 16, Giovanni Arzaga. No swing from Butt as the count enters 1-0. Butt with a good eye as we get ball 2. Butt looking to respond here for the Turks. Watches it go by. Count is now 3-0, no outs in the bottom of the second. And Butt will be walked for the first batter of the inning. Now stepping up to the plate for the Turks, number 34, Ethan Murdoch. Murdoch with an impressive catch to end the top of the second, looking to respond for the Turks. And swing and a miss from Murdoch to make the count 0-1. Butt leading off. No swing from Murdoch as the count moves to 2-0. Another swing and a miss from Murdoch. Count now moves to 1-2. 0 outs in the bottom of the second. throw from Arzaga. Just inside for ball 2. Count is now 2-2. Turks looking to respond to a great inning from the Generals, scoring 3 runs to give them a 3-1 lead here in Harrisonburg. No swing for Murdoch as we get a full count. But leading off once again. And Butt steals second with no throw from the catcher. Murdoch will be walked. Runners on first and second for the Turks. Now stepping up to the plate, number 19, Jackson Harris. Arzaga eyeing down the runner. The pitch. Strike 1. Harris watches it go by for ball 1. Count is now 1-1, no outs at the bottom of the second. The throw, a high pop-up to the press box. Making sure everybody's awake up here. Count is now 1-2. Arzaga settling back in on the mound. Runners leading off on first and second. Harris looking to respond here. The throw. No swing as we move to 2-2. Arzaga waiting for the sign. And Harris caught looking for the first out in the bottom of the second. Generals up 3-1. Turks with 2 on base. Batting 8th in the lineup, number 7, David Bell. Just inside, no swing, ball 1. Bell with room to swing with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Arzaga eyeing up the runner. And a foul ball to the left field dugout. Count is 1-1. Turks looking to respond. Still no swing from Bell as we get a 1-2 count. Here's Arzaga, the pitch. Swing and a foul ball over the right field bleachers. Count remains 1-2, 1 out in the bottom of the second. for the Turks. We're going to make something happen here. Runners on first and second. Just inside, ball 2. The Turks having a great 2023, your 2023 Valley Baseball League champions. Generals struggling last year, but with a new season, anything can happen. And swing and a miss for Bell. Counts 2-2 here. 1 out for the Turks in the bottom of the second. Another swing, another miss for David Bell. That gives us 2 outs for the Turks. Now stepping up, number 13, Brett Waringer. A good hit here could give the Turks 2 on the board, or first pitch, right down the middle, ball 1. Arzaga eyeing up the runner. Ball 2. Waringer settling in. The pitch. Ball 3. But leading off on second, itching to make something happen here for the Turks. Count is now 3-0, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. There's strike 1 for Arzaga. Turks currently down 3-1, looking to get back on the board in Harrisonburg. No swing from Waringer as we move to full count. Waringer likely to swing here. 2 outs, full count in the bottom of the second. Runners on first and second. Can he make something happen? And Waringer will walk. Bases are loaded for the Turks. Now stepping up to the plate, number 6 to round out the lineup, Jacob Green. Green, a product out of Seminole State College, will look to put the Turks back on the scoreboard. No swing from Green as he gets strike 1 in the bottom of the second. Pitch from Arzaga. Just inside for ball 2. Excuse me, ball 1. Another ball inside to move the count to 2-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Turks down 2 here, looking to respond. Bases loaded. The throw. A swing and a miss from Green. Count is now 2-2 with 2 outs. Struck out swinging for the 3rd out of the 2nd inning. Waynesboro Generals currently leading 3-1 on the Harrisonburg Turks as we enter the top of the 3rd. If you're just now joining us, welcome to Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park. The Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals for the first matchup of the Valley Baseball League. Turks, your reigning champions for 2023, playing the Generals. Last season, the Harrisonburg Turks went 12-10 at home, including a notable 4-game winning streak on their home field. The Turks are coached by Bob Weezy, entering his 21st year as head coach. Under his leadership, 165 players have signed professional contracts. Pitching for the Turks is Robert Kelly, recently named the River States Conference Pitcher of the Year. If you're just now joining us, the Waynesboro Generals up 3-1 on the Harrisonburg Turks. Now stepping into the box for the Generals, number 9, Aiden Miller. Looks like the coach from the Turks is coming out to have a talk with his pitcher here. If you'd like to follow the Turks this season, check out any of their social medias on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you'd like to follow them on Twitter, their tag is HBG Turks VBL. On Instagram, Hberg Turks. Looks like we may be getting a pitching change here. And subbing in for Kelly, now on the mound for the Turks, number 18, Chad Harvey. Harvey looking to lock down the Turks defense here in Harrisonburg as they are down 3-1 to the Waynesboro Generals as we enter the top of the 3rd inning. As always, thank you for joining us at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park. If you're just now joining us, the Waynesboro Generals looking to extend their lead on the Harrisonburg Turks here. Score is currently 3-1 as we enter the top of the third inning. Stepping in for the Turks on the mound, number 18, Chad Harvey. Harvey stepping in for Robert Kelly. Stepping into the batter's box for the Waynesboro Generals, number 9, Aiden Miller. Harvey leading off the third inning here with a ball. Count is now 2-0 for the Turks. The throw looks a foul ball just in front of home plate here. Count is now 2-1, no outs. Top of the third inning. Generals looking to extend their lead here. Miller with another big swing. Looks like it may have bounced off of him. Counts can now be 2-2. Miller settling back in here. It'll pop up to the infield to throw to first. And he is out for the first out of the third inning. Beautiful 1-2 there. And a great throw from number 13, Brett Waringer. Now stepping up to the plate for the Generals, Elijah Borjas. Swing and a miss for strike one. Ball outside. Count is now 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the third. Harvey with the pitch. Count moves to 2-1 here. Borjas looking to extend the lead for the Generals. Ball poked into the infield to throw to first. And that'll be 2 outs for the Turks. Great defensive plays here. Turks looking to shut down the Generals. Now stepping up to the plate, batting fourth in the order for the Waynesboro Generals, number 35, Christian Castaneda. Bit of a wild throw there from the pitcher. Count is 1-0, 2 outs near the top of the third. swing and a miss by Castaneda. Count is now 1-1 here in Harrisonburg. Castaneda eyeing it down, taking strike 2. Harvey looking to shut down Castaneda to the bottom of the inning here. Almost a swing there. Watched it go by. Count is now 2-2. And a good eye. And caught looking. That'll be it for the Generals this inning as we enter the bottom of the third. Turks will look to respond. Waynesboro Generals with the 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. As always, thank you again for joining us here in Harrisonburg. Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park. First matchup for the Turks of the 2024 season in the Valley Baseball League. The Turks, your 2023 Valley Baseball League champions. Turks are aiming for their second consecutive opening game victory this season, following their 7-4 win against the Woodstock River Bandits last year. As we enter the bottom of the third inning here, the Harrisonburg Turks looking to respond to the Waynesboro Generals. Stepping into the box now, number 10, Cameron Harris. Arzaga with the throw. And a good eye from Harris for ball 1. Oh, and a big swing from Harris. Deep ball out to center field. The catcher settles under it for out number 1 of the third inning. Now coming up to the plate for the Turks, number 26, Mike Rinaldi. Rinaldi currently playing at Wake Forest for the Demon Deacons. Count is 0-1 here, 1 out in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss by Rinaldi. High ball popped up into the infield. Third baseman under it. Just misses the catch. And the pitcher makes the catch. Great team play there and a great reaction speed by Arzaga for the Generals for the second out of the inning. Generals with 2 outs here, looking to shut down the Turks. Now stepping into the batter's box for the Turks, number 26, Mike Rinaldi. Excuse my mistake on that previous batter. That was number 42, Christopher Katz. Swing and a miss by Rinaldi. Count is 0-1. Outside right for ball one. Another swing and a miss for Rinaldi. Count is now 1-2, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. No runners on. Turks looking to respond here. And another ball outside. Count is now 2-2 for the Generals. And ball three moves us to a full count here in Harrisonburg. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Arzaga looking down to shut down Rinaldi. Rinaldi looking to respond. Looks like Rinaldi will reach first on a walk. Now stepping up for the Turks, number 27, Spencer Butt. Butt in his second appearance at the plate here. Runner on first. And a good eye from Butt there for ball one. Little curveball there. Ball two. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Turks looking to get back on the leaderboard. Another ball there from Arzaga. Count is now 3-0. Number 26, Mike Rinaldi on first for the Turks. Up to bat, 27, Spencer Butt. No swing for strike one. Rinaldi leading off. The pitch. And for the second batter in a row, Butt's going to reach base. Runners now on first and second for the Turks. Stepping up to the plate, number 34, Ethan Murdoch. Murdoch looking to put a fellow Turk in scoring position. Infield for the Generals having a little talk here. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the third. If you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in to the Harrisonburg Turks versus the Waynesboro Generals in their opening matchup of the Valley Baseball League. The Harrisonburg Turks, your reigning 2023 Valley Baseball League champions. Arzaga eyeing down the runner. The throw. Ball one. Runners on first and second here for the Turks. 2 outs. Murdoch looking to put a runner in scoring position. Watch it go by. Count is now 1-1 here in the bottom of the third. Runners leading off. Just waiting for the right swing of the bat. The throw. And no swing from Murdoch. Count is now 2-1, 2 outs for the Turks. If you'd like to follow the Turks on social media, please check Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Or check the Harrisonburg Turks official website at harrisonburgturks.com. Still no swing from Murdoch as we have a full count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Runners on first and second, the Turks looking to respond to the Waynesboro Generals. Score is currently 3-1 with the Generals up 2. Runners going, but that will be strike 3. And Arzaga will retire the Turks for another inning. As we enter the top of the fourth, the Waynesboro Generals currently leading the Harrisonburg Turks 3-1. As the sun sets here in Harrisonburg, we want to thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League. Your Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals. The Turks aiming for a second consecutive opening game victory this season, following their 7-4 win against the Woodstock River Bandits last year. just now joining us, welcome back to the Harrisonburg Turks versus the Waynesboro Generals here in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Waynesboro Generals currently up 3-1 on the Turks as we enter the top of the fourth. Count is 1-0, no outs for the Generals. Count is currently 3-0 for the Generals. Up to bat, number 21, Jacob Payne. Strike one for number 18, Chad Harvey. Harvey replacing the Turks' star pitcher, Robert Kelly. Here's the full count pitch. And Payne will reach first on a walk. No outs here in the top of the fourth as number 3 for the Generals, Bentley Yates, comes up to the plate. Generals looking to extend their lead here. And a line drive to center for the single. Runners on first and second for the General with no outs. Now up to the plate for the Generals, number 26, Jason Willers. Willers looking to put the runners in scoring position for the Generals. No swing on the first pitch and a good eye for ball one. Willers fouls it over the right field fence for the 1-1 count. Harvey eyeing up the runners. The throw just inside for ball two. Generals looking to start their season hot here in Harrisonburg. Another pitch inside for ball three. Count is now 3-1 for the Turks. Turks aiming to keep the winning streak going at home and win their second consecutive opening game this season. Another pitch inside, and Willers will reach base on a walk. Bases are now loaded for the Generals and a perfect scoring opportunity to extend their 3-1 lead. David Bell walking out to talk with the pitcher here. And it looks like the coach may have a word. As always, a massive thank you to everyone who is tuning in to watch the Harrisonburg Turks take on the Waynesboro Generals at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park here in beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia. The Turks, your 2023 Valley Baseball League champions. up to the plate for the Generals, number 4, Zion Barnett. With runners in scoring position on every base, anything can happen. Strike one. One out on the board, Barnett looking to get another run on the scoreboard. Almost looked like a swing there. Count is now 1-1 with one out here in the top of the fourth. One could argue either way, but umpires calling it a ball. A swing and a deep ball out to center field. Fielder settling under it for the catch. Runners are going to go. And the Generals will extend their lead to 4-1. Runners now on first and third for the Generals. It'll be an RBI for number 4, Zion Barnett. Now stepping up to the plate for the Generals, in the top of the lineup, number 2, Cesar Murillo. Runners on first and third for the Generals. Harvey with the pitch. Just outside for ball one. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. With a runner in scoring position, the Generals looking to extend their lead here. Swing and a ball out to the shortstop, and that'll do it for the top of the fourth inning. The Waynesboro Generals scoring 1 that inning to bring the score to 4-1. The Turks will look to respond here in the bottom of the fourth. As always, thank you for tuning in to our live stream of the Harrisonburg Turks versus the Waynesboro Generals. If you'd like more information on the Harrisonburg Turks, you can follow them on social media. At Twitter, it would be HBG Turks VBL. On Instagram, HBurg Turks. Or if you're watching the Facebook live stream, it's Harrisonburg Turks Baseball. If you'd like any roster information, the schedule, or any other information on your Harrisonburg Turks, please go to harrisonburgturks.com. The Turks entering their 109th season in the Valley Baseball League. With 13 Valley Baseball League championships, they look to extend their miraculous season last year. Looks like the Waynesboro Generals making a pitching change here. Now on the mound, number 19, Matthew Shepard. If you're just now joining us, score is 4-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Waynesboro Generals up 3 on the Harrisonburg Turks. Now Now stepping into the box for the Turks, batting 7th in the lineup, number 19, Jackson Harris. And first pitch for Shepard fouled out to the left field bleachers for the 0-1 count. The pitch, no swing, ball 1. The grounder to a beautiful throw for the first out. Turks looking to respond to the Generals. Generals adding 1 to their score here. Score is now 4-1 to the Waynesboro Generals. Turks looking to get back on the leaderboard here tonight. Now batting for the Turks, number 7, David Bell. Swing and a miss there. Count is now 0-2 with 1 out. Out on 3 straight. That'll be 2 outs for the Harrisonburg Turks. Now stepping into the plate, your third baseman for the Turks, number 13, Brett Weringer. Ball 1 here. Strike 1. Count is now 1-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Still no swing here from Bell as we hit a 1-2 count. And a deep ball out to left, and that will be foul. Count will remain 1-2 here. And a good eye from Bell to make the count 2-2. Bell looking to put the Turks back in this game and get back on the leaderboard. Another foul ball just outside the right field baseline. Count will remain 2-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Struck out looking, and Shepard will close out the inning for the Generals. Score will remain 4-1 as the Turks have 3 scoreless innings. Generals will look to extend their lead here in the top of the 5th inning. If you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in to the Harrisonburg Turks versus the Waynesboro Generals. looks like we're going to have another pitching change here for the Harrisonburg Turks. Now stepping in, number 11, Jason Scheifetz. Scheifetz playing on his hometown field, a product of the James Madison Dukes. As we enter the top of the 5th inning, the score remains 4-1 to the Waynesboro Generals. Generals coached by Matty Hall. Turks coached by Bob Weiss. Weiss entering his 21st season as head coach with a .573/.371 record. Under his leadership, over 165 players signing professional contracts. Weiss remaining in his hometown as he played collegiate baseball here at James Madison University. Turks looking to extend their success from the 2023 season. Last year, Weiss led the Harrisonburg Turks to the Valley Baseball League Championship. As we enter the top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Waynesboro Generals. Number 9, Aiden Miller. Beautiful team play there, and the throw to first will be good for the first out. Now stepping into the box for your Waynesboro Generals, number 36, Elijah Borjas. Caught looking there for strike 1. Just outside for ball 1. Count is now 1-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Draws with a deep ball out to left field for the single. Now stepping up to the plate for the Generals, number 35, Christian Castaneda. A little pickoff attempt there, but the runner will be safe at first. Scheifetz looking to make a difference on the mound for the Turks here, with 1 out on the board. That'll be strike 1. Runner on first for the Generals here, looking to extend their lead. Ball 1. Scheifetz with the pitch. He'll be outside for ball 2. Shivitz with another throw to first. Once again, runner will be safe. Count remains 2-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Castaneda looking to extend their lead. With a deep ball out to right. Right fielder's going for it. The throw back in. Looks like Morehouse is going to reach third. Castaneda will remain at first. Runners now on first and third for the Waynesboro Generals. 1 out. And runners in scoring position. Now stepping up to bat for the Generals, number 20, Christian Oveka. Generals currently up 4-1 to the Turks here in the top of the 5th. Oveka looking to extend the lead here. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. Shifet's eyeing down the runners. Both runners leading off here. Oveka with a good eye. Count is now 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Popped up to the shortstop, and that will be out number 2 for the Turks. Now stepping up to the plate for the Generals with runners in scoring position, number 21, Jacob Payne. Turks looking down to shut down another chance of a run here for the Generals. Just outside for ball 1. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss by Payne. Payne with a good chance to bring in a run here. All he needs is a little poke out. Count is 1-1. The throw. Swing and a foul ball out to right field. Count is now 1-2, 2 outs. Payne will poke it out to left center field, and a run will score. Castaneda coming in to extend the lead. And a beautiful double by Jacob Payne to extend the lead to 6-1 for the Waynesboro Generals. A 2-run RBI by number 21, Jacob Payne, brings the Generals' lead to 6-1 at the top of the 5th. With 2 outs, the Turks will look to shut down this inning. Now up to bat for the Generals, number 3, Bentley Yates. Pretty tight inside there for the 1-0 count. Another ball poked out to center field. Fielder will get under it to end the inning. Generals adding 2 at the top of the 5th there to extend their lead to 6-1. Turks will look to respond here in the bottom of the 5th inning. you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League. The Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals in the first matchup of the 2024 season. The Harrisonburg Turks, your reigning Valley Baseball League champions. Facing off against the reigning champions, the Waynesboro Generals looking to start their season off hot and prevent a home opening game win streak for the Turks. Leading off for the Turks here in the bottom of the fifth inning, number 6, Jacob Green. First pitch here inside for ball 1. Swing and a little foul tip there from Green. Count is now 1-1. Green looking to make something happen for the Turks, start a little momentum. Just now joining us, the Waynesboro Generals leading the Harrisonburg Turks 6-1. And a great poke down the left field baseline for Jacob Green. Beautifully timed, beautifully hit. Jacob Green on second base now for the Turks. Now stepping up with a runner in scoring position for the Turks, number 10, Cameron Harris. Almost a swing there. Umpire calls it strike 1. No outs here in the bottom of the fifth. The poke out to the infield here, the throw, and he's out at first. Great little 1-2 play there. Miller to Payne for the first out. Now up for the Turks, number 42, Christopher Katz. Katz watches it come in for ball 1. Throw to first and out at first. We're going to get Green on third there, but Green will remain safe. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. A runner in scoring position for the Turks. Now stepping up to the plate, number 26, Mike Rinaldi. Rinaldi looking to put the Turks back on the leaderboard. Watches it go by for strike 1. Good eye there by Rinaldi for ball 1. Count moves to 2-1 for the Turks. Looking to respond. Swing and a miss by Rinaldi. and struck out swinging to end the 5th inning. Score remains 6-1, Waynesboro Generals 6, Harrisonburg Turks 1. Turks will look down to shut down the Generals quick here in the 6th inning. As always, if you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League. The Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals in the opening matchup of the 2024 season. Turks looking to start off hot and repeat their success last year. If the Turks were to win at home, this would be their 2nd consecutive opening game victory, following their 7-4 win against the Woodstock River Bandits last year. Now stepping up to bat for the Generals, number 26, Jason Willers. First pitch of the 6th inning here is going to be called for strike 1. Count is now even at 1-1, no outs, as we begin the top of the 6th inning. Generals looking to extend their lead here, keeping the Turks to a scoreless 4 innings. Swing and a miss. Count is now 1-2. And a foul ball just down the right field baseline. And the 1-2 pitch is fouled out just over the right field bleachers. Count remains 1-2. Another foul ball, this time to the left field dugout. Once again, the count will remain 1-2, 0 outs here in the top of the 6th. Poked out to the third baseman, the throw is good for the first out of the 6th inning. A great throw from Green to Harris for the out. Now stepping into the box for the Generals, number 4, Zion Barnett. Barnett once and just missed by Green. Barnett going for second, the throw, and he's safe. Barnett with a double put the Generals in scoring position once again. Now up to bat to round out the lineup, number 2, Cesar Murillo. And a high pop fly just outside the right field baseline. And the first baseman will get under it for the second out of the inning. Turks looking to keep the Generals scoreless this inning. Quell the momentum. With a runner on second, possibly in scoring position, now stepping up to the plate, number 9, Aiden Miller. That'll be strike 1. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. A good eye from Miller as the count moves to 1-1. Count is now 2-1 as Scheifetz eyes up the runner. Turks looking to slow any momentum that the Generals might be building here. And looks like it's going to be a foul tip here. Count's going to move to 2-2. Runner on second for the Generals, currently up 6-1 on the Turks. Looking to extend their lead here in the top of the 6th. And a pop out just over the right field bleachers. Count remains 2-2, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Ball out to left field. Fielder's going for it, just missed. One runner's going to come home to extend the lead to 6. Waynesboro Generals now with 7, Harrisonburg Turks with 1. An RBI by number 21, Jacob Payne. And another ball poked out to left center. Runner's going for third. He's turning third. And another run will score. Number 36 for the Generals, Elijah Borjas with the triple. And with that run scored, that brings us to a score of 8-1 to the Generals. So far, Waynesboro scoring 2 this inning to extend their lead. Now up to bat, your designated hitter for the Generals, Christian Standa. What a loose ball there for the 1-0 count. Watch it go by for strike one. And a swing and a miss to push the count to 1-2. 2 outs here. The Turks looking to shut down the Generals this inning. Here's the throw. And a loose ball from the catcher will push the count to 2-2. Foul tip here by Castaneda. Count will remain at 2-2. Two outs here in the top of the sixth. Waynesboro Generals up 7. And a foul poke over the right field baseline. And another foul tip by Castaneda. With a runner on third, looking to get something out there and extend the lead for the Generals. Looks like it's going to be ball 3 here. Runner will stay on third as we reach the full count. Scheifetz looking to shut it down here with a 3-2 pitch. 2 outs. Just inside, and Castaneda will reach first on a walk. With the runners on first and third, is now stepping up to the plate for the Generals, number 20, Christian Oveka. Two outs here, running in scoring position for the Waynesboro Generals. Just inside for ball 1. Scheifetz brings it to 1-1. And there's ball 2. Runners leading off on first and third. Generals have already scored 2 this inning. Swing and a miss. Count is now 2-2. Turks looking to shut the Generals down and keep the score at 8-1. The 2-2 pitch. Runners going. It's popped up. The throw to first. And he's safe. Another run will score. And runner stuck. And he'll be tagged out on the way to third to end the inning. The Waynesboro Generals scoring 3 this inning to bring the score to 9-1. Few well-placed hits and some great base running from the Generals extends their lead by 3. The Harrisonburg Turks will look to respond here in the bottom of the 6th. If you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League. The Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals here at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park in beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia. The Waynesboro Generals looking to start off their season hot, with the Harrisonburg Turks looking to aim for their 2nd consecutive opening game victory. Last season, the Turks going 12-10 at home and winning the 2023 Valley Baseball League Championship. If you are looking to get more information on the Harrisonburg Turks, please check out any information on their website at harrisonburgturks.com. And a grounder to the first baseman will give the first out in the bottom of the 6th here for the Turks. Now stepping in to bat for the Turks, number 16, Jonathan Andorowski. Andorowski, an outfielder from DeSale University, brings an impressive offensive record to the Turks. With a slight pop-up to the pitcher, throws it to first for the 2nd out. Up again for the Turks, number 19, Jackson Harris. High in the center for ball 1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Watches it go by for strike 1. Poked out to the first baseman, and that'll do it for the Turks in the 6th inning. Score remains 9-1 to the Waynesboro Generals. With a little 1-2-3 action, the Generals will look to extend their lead here in the top of the 7th inning. If you'd like to keep track of the Turks, please check their website for the schedule and any other information at harrisonburgturks.com. Tomorrow night, June 1st, the Turks will be away at Covington, but will be back home here in Harrisonburg against Culpeper on Sunday. On Sunday, it's Bring Your Bulletin Night at Eagle Field. Bring your physical bulletin from your church and get into the game free. Each bulletin gets 1 person into the game for free. newest pitching change for the Harrisonburg Turks, stepping up to the mound, number 4, Spencer Biggerstaff. If you're just now tuning in, thank you for joining us here at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park in Harrisonburg, Virginia. The Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals in their first matchup of the 2024 season. Now stepping up to the plate for the Waynesboro Generals, number 21, Jacob Payne. Payne with a good eye for ball 1. Swing and a miss from Payne for the 1-1 count. The Generals looking to extend their lead here in the top of the 7th. Score is currently 9-1. Hooks it out to the third baseman. The throw over to first is good for out number 1. Some great team play and a great arm from the third baseman. Caught him looking for strike 1. High and inside for ball number 1. Swing deep out to center field. Fielder settles under it and makes the catch. With that, we move to 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Turks looking to slow some momentum here from the Generals. Now stepping into the box for the Generals, number 26, Jason Willers. Swing and a miss by Willers for the 0-1 count. Just inside for the ball 1. Another swing and a miss here brings the count to 1-2 with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Just outside for ball 2, 2-2 count here. Biggerstaff looking to shut down the Generals. Ball 3 moves us to a full count here in Harrisonburg with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. With ball number 4, the Generals will get a runner on first. With 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, stepping up to the plate for the Generals, number 4, Zion Burnett. Low and outside for ball number 1. Count remains 2-0 here at Eagle Field. 1 runner on first for the Generals, looking to extend their lead. No swing there for strike 1. Count is now 3-1 with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and we have another full count here for Biggerstaff. And another walk for Biggerstaff will put a runner on first and second for the Generals. Turks remain at 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Now stepping up to bat for the Waynesboro Generals, number 29, Jason Brown. Brown watches it go by for strike 1. Strike 2 there for Biggerstaff. We're going to shut the Generals down and prevent any chance of scoring here in the 7th. Count moves to 1-2 here. Almost a swing there, but umpires will call it ball 2. Count is now 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Biggerstaff eyeing down the runner. And swing and a miss there, and that will do it for the top of the 7th inning. Your Harrisonburg Turks finally holding the Waynesboro Generals to a scoreless inning. Score remains 9-1 to the Generals. As we enter the bottom of the 7th inning here in Harrisonburg, a huge thank you to everyone who tuned in to the Valley Baseball League. Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals. On the mound for the Generals, number 19, Matthew Shepard. Shepard playing for the Ferrum Panthers. Generals looking to repeat last inning with a quick little 1-2-3. Up to bat once again for the Harrisonburg Turks, number 7, your catcher, David Bell. Excuse me, I appear to have the wrong number on my sheet here. David Bell is actually one of your pitchers for the Harrisonburg Turks. Count is 1-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Turks looking to capitalize. Swing and a miss from Bell. Outside for the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss for out number 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Turks looking to get some sort of momentum going here. Now stepping up to the plate for the Harrisonburg Turks, number 2, Jalen Evans. Evans playing out of Wingate. Watches it go by for strike number 2. Pokes out to center field for the single. With Evans on base, number 10, Cam Harris looks to advance the runners and hopefully put Evans in scoring position. Green with another poke out to center field, and runners on first and second for the Turks. Turks looking to gain a little momentum here and hopefully get back on the scoreboard. With Evans on second and Green on first, stepping into the batter's box, number 10, Cam Harris. Harris with a good eye for ball 1. With a runner in scoring position, a deep ball could drive him home. Swing just past the infield. And bases are now loaded for the Turks. Turks seem to be picking up some steam here. Runners in scoring position, bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Now stepping up to the plate for your Harrisonburg Turks, number 20, Anthony Pascal. Pascal looking to get the first hit for the Turks in 4 innings. Score is currently Waynesboro Generals 9, Harrisonburg Turks 1. Bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th. Pascal watches it go by for ball number 1. No swing on that one, and that brings us to 1-1 with 1 out. And a foul tip just down the left field baseline. Bases loaded, Pascal looking to make something happen for the Turks. Chance from the crowd here, looking to hype up. Ball there moves the count to 2-2. And a swing and a miss will put Pascal away for the second out. Bases remain loaded for the Turks. Runners in scoring opportunity. Now stepping up to bat for the Turks, number 26, Mike Rinaldi. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. Runners looking antsy here, just waiting for the chance to pounce. Just outside for ball number 1. Rinaldi watches it go by for ball number 2. With the bases loaded, the Harrisonburg Turks looking to capitalize and put themselves back on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 7th. Rinaldi watches it go by for strike number 2. Count is now 2-2 with 2 outs. Rinaldi just missing contact with a little foul tip to the left field baseline. Count remains 2-2. Two outs here in a full count. Rinaldi pokes one out to left field. The catcher misses it. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. 3. Rinaldi making his way around the plate. Rinaldi with the RBI triple to drive in 3. Score is now Waynesboro Generals 9, Harrisonburg Turks 4. With a beautiful shot out to left field by number 26, Mike Rinaldi. If you're just now joining us, an RBI triple by number 26, Mike Rinaldi for the Harrisonburg Turks cuts the lead down to 5, bringing the score to Waynesboro Generals 9, Harrisonburg Turks 4. Looks like the Generals will have a conversation here. And now stepping up to the mound for the Waynesboro Generals, number 31, Jack Dooley, playing for your local Eastern Mennonite Royals. If you would like to follow the Harrisonburg Turks for the remainder of the season, please check us out on social media. To follow us on Twitter, check out at HBGTurksVBL, on Instagram, HBurg Turks, and on Facebook at Harrisonburg Turks Baseball. Any other information can be found at our website, harrisonburgturks.com. Later this weekend, the Turks will face off against Covington at Casey Field in Covington, Virginia, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Then on Sunday, the Turks will come back here to Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park to take on Culpeper for Bring Your Bulletin Night. If you bring your physical bulletin from church service, you can get into the game free, limit 1 per person. Now stepping into the box for the Turks, number 8, Jack Torbett. Mike Rinaldi in scoring position following a beautiful RBI triple to drive in 3 runs for the Turks. For his first pitch of the game, Dooley with the ball. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. Torbett looking to drive another run in for the Turks. Just outside for ball number 2. Poked out to the shortstop, the throw to first, and runner is out. That'll do it for the Turks here in the bottom of the 7th. Turks scoring 3 off of a beautiful RBI triple from number 26, Mike Rinaldi. Cutting the lead down to 5, the Waynesboro Generals now lead with 9, Turks 4. Back on the mound for the Turks here, number 4, Spencer Biggerstaff, playing for the Oklahoma City Stars. Turks with a 3-run inning on 4 hits in the bottom of the 7th, looking to shut down any possible momentum for the Generals here in the top of the 8th. If you're just now joining us, the Waynesboro Generals leading the Harrisonburg Turks 9-4 at the top of the 8th. Approaching the plate for the Waynesboro Generals, number 9, Aiden Miller. Miller playing for the local Eastern Mennonite Royals. Biggerstaff with ball 1 to start off the inning. Swing poked out, deep ball to center field, and the fielder will settle under it for the outs. Out number 1 coming off of an easy catch for number 6, Jacob Green. Now stepping up to the plate for the Generals, number 36, Elijah Borjas. Borjas with an RBI triple earlier in the game to extend the Generals' lead. Count is now 1-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Just outside for ball number 2. And a swing and a miss to bring the count to 2-2. Turks looking to hold the Generals to another scoreless inning here. The pitch. And fouled out to right. Count remains 2-2 with 1 out. Generals looking to respond to a 3-run inning from the Turks. And another foul poke out to right. Borjas pokes it down the third baseline. And a great stop by your third baseman. Number 2, Jalen Evans. Could have been dangerous for the Turks there, but a lovely stop keeps the Generals to a single. Now stepping up to the plate for the Waynesboro Generals, number 35, Christian Castaneda. Turks looking to repeat last year and get their second consecutive opening game victory, following their 7-4 win against the Woodstock River Bandits last year. On the other hand, the Generals looking to defeat the reigning champions, your Harrisonburg Turks, in the Valley Baseball League. Castaneda watches it go by for strike number 2, bringing the count to 1-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Runner is going to second. The throw to first is good. With that play, the Turks now have 2 outs with a runner on second for the Generals. Now stepping up to the plate for the Generals, pinch hitting number 13, Yaldry Gomez. Gomez watches it go by for ball number 1. Just inside for strike number 1. Count is 1-1. foul tip, and Evans makes the catch for the third out. Another scoreless inning for the Generals. Score remains Waynesboro Generals 9, Harrisonburg Turks 4. Overall, a great inning by the third baseman, number 2, Jalen Evans. Stopping a potential double, maybe even triple down the third base baseline there. Playing great defense there for the Turks. Back on the mound for the Waynesboro Generals, a local, number 31, Jack Dooley. Dooley playing for the Eastern Mennonite Royals just down the road. If you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League. Your Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals in the first matchup of the 2024 season. While the Turks are the reigning champions of the Valley League and are facing a Waynesboro team that struggled last year, anything can happen in a new season. The Turks are also awaiting several players from teams like Florida State and Wake Forest who are still competing in the NCAA playoffs. Once these teams are eliminated, the Turks will receive the players, which means the lineup will continue to fluctuate throughout the remainder of the season. Now leading off for the Turks, number 16, Jonathan Androsky. High and outside for ball number 1. Swing and a foul ball over the left field bleachers. Androsky with another foul tip to bring the count to 1-2. Androsky hoping to keep the momentum going for the Turks here in the bottom of the 8th. Turks scoring 3 in the 7th off of a beautiful RBI triple from number 26, Mike Rinaldi. Deep ball out to center field here, and they will make the play for the first out of the 8th inning. Now batting for the Turks, number 19, Jackson Harris. Harris with a pop-up just past the left field baseline. And another catch will bring it to 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Great eyes from the outfielders here for the Generals. And a foul tip by number 7, David Bell. And a deep ball out to right field will remain fair just inside the right field baseline. And a double for number 7, David Bell, for the Harrisonburg Turks. With 2 outs here and a runner in scoring position, stepping up to the plate for the Turks, number 2, Jalen Evans. Watches the first pitch go by for ball number 1. Another good eye for ball number 2. Count is now 2-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Count is now 3-0. Runner on second for the Turks. And Evans will reach first base on a walk. Runners now on first and second for the Turks. We're going to continue their momentum from last inning. Now stepping into the box, number 6. At the top of the lineup, Jacob Green. Ball number 1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 runners on base, Turks looking to capitalize. Dooley eyeing down the runner. And a foul tip just over the left field fence. Count is now 1-1. Dooley. The pitch. Eyes it down for ball number 2. And another foul tip out to left, and the count will remain 2-2. Two outs here in the bottom of the 8th, runners on first and second. Turks looking to capitalize. Just inside for ball number 3. Full count here with 2 outs for the Turks. And a pitch just outside will leave the bases loaded for the Turks. Now stepping up to bat, number 10, Cameron Harris. The last time the bases were loaded, a 3 RBI triple from number 26, Mike Rinaldi, brought the Turks to 4. Score still remains Waynesboro Generals 9, Harrisonburg Turks 4. With the Bases loaded here. Harris looking to cut down the lead in any way he can. Here comes the pitch. Swing poked out to the shortstop, and that'll do it for the Turks. 3 runners stranded. Score remains Waynesboro Generals 9, Harrisonburg Turks 4. As we enter the top of the ninth, the Waynesboro Generals looking to hold on to their lead and shut down the Turks here in the bottom of the ninth. Spencer Biggerstaff remaining on the mound for the the Harrisonburg Turks, excuse me. If you're just now joining us, it is the top of the ninth inning here at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park in Harrisonburg. Your Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals in the opener of the Valley Baseball League. Top of the ninth here. Score is 9-4 to the Waynesboro Generals. Stepping into the box for the Generals, number 21, Jacob Payne. Payne with a foul tip for strike 1 to start the ninth inning. Payne with another foul tip, this time over the right field bleachers. Count is now 0-2. Biggerstaff catches him looking for out number 1 of the ninth inning. Now stepping to the plate for the Waynesboro Generals, number 3, Bentley Yates. A swing and a miss to bring the count to 1-1 with 1 out here at the top of the ninth. Yates watches it go by to bring the count to 2-1. A grounder out to the third baseman. The throw to first. It's good. Way to get down for it. That brings it to 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Turks looking to prevent any more general runs and capitalize in the bottom of the ninth. Now stepping up to the plate for the Generals, number 26, Jason Willers. Excuse me. Willers pops it out to the shortstop. It'll reach first for the single. Two outs here, runner on first. Stepping up to the plate for the Generals, number 4, Zion Barnett. Barnett eyes it in for strike number 1. Barnett puts it just over the second baseman. Runner's going to third. Just passed, and runner will stay at third. Barnett with a double. Runner's now in scoring position for the Generals. Generals with runners on second and third. Now stepping up to the plate. Brown pokes it in fair at the third baseline. One runner will score. Two runs will score to make the score 11-4 to the Generals. An RBI double with Brown extends the lead to 7. Now stepping into the box for the Generals, number 9, Aiden Miller. Turks will look to stop this momentum and shut down the inning and respond in the bottom of the 9th. Miller watches it come in for strike number 1. Ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. And a stolen base leads the runner on third. Generals in scoring position once again with the 1-2 count, 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Little foul tip here, and the count will remain at 1-2. A pop up to left center, fielder's under it, and that'll do it for the Generals. Generals scoring 2 in that inning off of an RBI double from Generals. Score is now 11 Waynesboro Generals, 4 for your Harrisonburg Turks. Here in the bottom of the 9th, the Turks will look to start a rally and hopefully come back in this ball game. And now we have a pitching change for the Generals. Now stepping in number 23, J.C. Harrison. Harrison playing for the St. Andrews Presbyterian College Knights. Once again, just want to give a huge thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League. Your Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Waynesboro Generals. Now stepping up to the plate for the Harrisonburg Turks, number 20, Anthony Pascal. Pascal looking to get it started for the Turks. Hopefully inspire a rally here in the bottom of the ninth. Ooh, close to hitting Pascal there. It's going to be a high ball inside for the 1-0 count. Pascal watches it go by for strike number 1. Pascal, a grounder to the shortstop, goes to first. And Pascal reaches first with that signature speed to put a runner on base. Now stepping up to the plate for the Harrisonburg Turks, number 26, Mike Rinaldi. Rinaldi with a 3-run triple earlier in the game to extend the Turks' score to 4. Runner's going, and he'll be safe at second. That'll be a stolen base for number 20, Anthony Pascal. Rinaldi watches it go by for ball number 3. Count is now 3-0, no outs, runner on second for the Turks. Strike number 1 brings the count to 3-1 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Rinaldi will reach first base on a walk. No outs in the bottom of the 9th. Runners on first and second for the Turks. Now stepping up to the plate, number 8, pinch hitting, Jack Torbett. Harrison with ball number 1. Eyeing up the runners. Torbett watches it go by for strike number 1. Swing and a miss for Torbett. Count is now 1-2 with no outs. And a foul ball over the right field bleachers keeps the count at 1-2 for the Turks. Ref is going to call that one a strike, and that'll be out number 1 for the Waynesboro Generals. Turks with runners on first and second. Going to bring themselves back into this ball game. Runner's going to go. The throw to third. Safe. Another stolen base here for number 20, Anthony Pascal. Runners on first and third. Runner in scoring position for the Turks. Number 16, Jonathan Andorowski looking to drive in Pascal. Pascal doing great work to make his way to third here. Swing and a miss. Counts now 1-2, 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Ball out to left field. Catcher's going to settle under it. Now stepping up to the plate, number 19, Jackson Harris, could potentially be the last batter for the Turks. Runners on first and third. Turks down 7. Low and inside for ball number 1. Two outs here. Turks looking to stay in the ball game. Outside for ball number 2. Watches it go by for strike number 1. Two outs here. Count is 2-1 for the Turks. Just puts it past the first baseman to reach first base. 1 run will come in. Runners now on first and second. Score is 5-11. Now back up to bat for the Harrisonburg Turks, number 7, David Bell. Bell with a good eye. 1-0 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Ball number 2. Bell watches to come in for ball number 3. 3-0 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Turks looking to make something happen. Bell watches it go by for ball number 4. Bases are now loaded for the Turks. Stepping up to the plate, number 2, Jalen Evans. Evans, a product of the Wingate Bulldogs. Runners in scoring position. Bases loaded for the Turks. This could potentially be a big at-bat for Evans. With the Turks down 6. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. 1-0 plate for ball number 2. With the bases loaded, 2 outs, Turks need to make something happen here to stay in this ball game. Another high ball outside brings the count to 3-1. Walk here could mean another run on the scoreboard for the Turks. And a swing and a miss brings us to a full count. 2 outs, bases loaded here in the bottom of the 9th. Anything could happen. And ball number 4 will bring another runner home to cut the Waynesboro Generals lead to 5. Score is Waynesboro Generals 11, Harrisonburg Turks 6. Bases remain loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Now stepping up to the plate at the top of the lineup, number 6, Jacob Green. Harrison with some heat right down the middle for strike number 1. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Two outs here. This could be it for the Turks. High and over the plate for ball number 1. Pokes it to center. And that'll do it for tonight's ball game. Waynesboro Generals defeat the Harrisonburg Turks 11-6 here at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park. We thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.